Have you ever felt like your brain just isn't operating at its full potential? Like there's a version of you that could think faster, be more creative, solve problems more effectively, but it's just locked away. That feeling of mental limitation is what the Genius song claims to address. And in this video, I'm going to give you the most detailed, honest breakdown of exactly what this product is, how it works, and whether it's actually worth your time and money. Before we dive in, let me be clear. This is not some magic pill or overnight solution. The Genius song is a 12-minute audio experience that uses specific neural frequencies to supposedly enhance cognitive function. But does it actually work? Let's find out. First, let's talk about the problem. In today's fast-paced world, we're constantly bombarded with information. Our brains are expected to process more data than ever before, make faster decisions, and come up with creative solutions on demand. But what happens when your brain just can't keep up? You might experience brain fog, that feeling where thoughts just won't clear. You might struggle with creative blocks where ideas that used to flow freely now feel stuck. Or maybe you notice that learning new things takes longer than it used to, that your memory isn't as sharp, or that problem-solving feels like trying to swim through molasses. This isn't just frustrating, it can impact your career, your relationships, and your overall quality of life. When you feel mentally stagnant, it affects everything. You might miss opportunities at work because you couldn't think fast enough. You might struggle in conversations because your mind goes blank. Or you might feel that deep sense of frustration knowing you're capable of more, but something's holding you back. Now, traditional approaches to cognitive enhancement often involve stimulants like caffeine, prescription medications, or complicated supplement regimens. But these come with side effects, jitters, crashes, dependency issues, and sometimes even long-term health concerns. What if there was a different approach, one that worked with your brain's natural rhythms instead of forcing it chemically? Enter the Genius song. According to their claims, this isn't another pill or powder. It's a 12-minute audio session designed to work at the neurological level. The concept is based on brainwave entrainment, a scientifically studied phenomenon where external rhythmic stimuli can influence brainwave patterns. Here's how it supposedly works. Your brain operates at different frequencies depending on what you're doing. Alpha waves for relaxation, beta waves for focused attention, gamma waves for high-level information processing and problem-solving. The Genius song allegedly uses specific audio frequencies to entrain your brain into states associated with enhanced cognitive function. But let's get specific about the technology. The audio is carefully engineered with binaural beats and isochronic tones. When you listen with headphones, slightly different frequencies are delivered to each ear. Your brain perceives the difference between these frequencies and begins to synchronize its own electrical activity to that difference frequency. For example, if 300 Hz is played in one ear and 310 Hz in the other, your brain perceives a 10 Hz frequency, which happens to be in the alpha range, associated with relaxed alertness. The Genius song presumably uses combinations of frequencies designed to stimulate neural pathways associated with intelligence, creativity, and problem-solving. Now, what's actually in the Genius song program? Based on my research, it appears to be a digital audio program consisting of multiple tracks or sessions. The core offering seems to be the 12-minute main session, with possibly additional bonus tracks for specific purposes like memory enhancement, creative thinking, or focus improvement. The program is presented as a complete system rather than a single track. Users are instructed to listen daily, ideally at the same time each day, for optimal results. Consistency appears to be key. This isn't a one-time fix but rather a training regimen for your brain. Let's break down the key features in detail. First, the audio quality and production. From samples I've heard, the audio is professionally produced with layering of different frequencies, embedded with natural sounds like gentle rain, ocean waves, or ambient tones. This isn't just a single tone playing, it's a complex audio landscape designed to be engaging while delivering the neurological stimuli. Second, the frequency engineering. The specific combinations of frequencies are supposedly based on neuroscience research about which brainwave patterns correlate with enhanced cognitive states. While I can't verify their exact formulas, the concept aligns with established brainwave entrainment principles. Third, the delivery method. Being entirely audio-based, the Genius song is non-invasive. There are no chemicals entering your system, no needles, no devices to implant. You simply listen with headphones. This significantly reduces potential side effects compared to pharmaceutical or supplement approaches. Fourth, the convenience factor. 12 minutes daily is manageable for most people. You can listen during your commute, on a break, or as part of your morning routine. The program is digital, so it's accessible on any device with audio playback capability. Fifth, the scientific foundation. While individual results vary, the underlying principle of brainwave entrainment has research backing. Studies have shown that certain audio frequencies can influence brain states, though the specific claims about intelligence enhancement would require more targeted research. Now, let's talk about what users are reportedly experiencing. Based on testimonials and reviews, common benefits include improved mental clarity, enhanced problem-solving ability, better memory recall, increased creativity, and reduced mental fatigue. Some users describe it as clearing the fog, that moment when thoughts suddenly organize themselves more clearly. Others report being able to approach problems from new angles, finding creative solutions that previously eluded them. Some mention improved learning ability, absorbing and retaining information more efficiently. It's important to note that these are subjective experiences and individual results will vary. Some users report noticeable effects within days, while others say it takes weeks of consistent listening. The general consensus seems to be that consistency is crucial. Occasional listening yields minimal results, while daily practice can lead to cumulative benefits. Let me address some common questions and concerns. First, safety. Audio-based brainwave entrainment is generally considered safe for most people. However, individuals with epilepsy or certain neurological conditions should consult a healthcare professional before use, as rhythmic stimuli can potentially trigger issues in susceptible individuals. Second, expectations. This isn't going to turn you into a genius overnight. Think of it more like exercise for your brain. Regular practice can improve function over time, but it's not a magic transformation. Third, compatibility. The Genius Song should work alongside other cognitive enhancement practices. Many users combine it with meditation, proper nutrition, exercise, and good sleep hygiene for comprehensive brain health. Fourth, the time commitment. 12 minutes daily is reasonable, but it requires discipline. Setting a consistent time, perhaps first thing in the morning or during your lunch break, can help establish the habit. Now let's talk about the science behind why this might work. The human brain is remarkably plastic. It can reorganize and adapt throughout life. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new neural connections, is the foundation of learning and cognitive development. Brainwave entrainment may work by stimulating specific neural networks associated with cognitive functions. When you regularly activate these pathways through targeted audio stimulation, you might be strengthening those connections, making certain cognitive processes more efficient over time. Additionally, there's the psychological aspect of setting aside dedicated time for mental enhancement. The act of committing to daily listening creates intentionality around cognitive improvement, which itself can have positive effects on mental performance. Let's compare the Genius Song to other cognitive enhancement methods. Compared to nootropics or smart drugs, the Genius Song offers a non-chemical approach. No risk of side effects from substances, no concerns about long-term use, no dependency issues. Compared to brain training apps, the Genius Song is more passive. While apps often require active engagement with puzzles or games, the Genius Song simply requires listening. This makes it easier to incorporate into a busy schedule. Compared to meditation, the Genius Song provides external guidance. While meditation develops mindfulness and focus through self-directed practice, the Genius Song uses external audio to directly influence brain states. The program appears to come with some type of guarantee, typically a 60-day money-back offer. This reduces the risk of trying it, as you can get a refund if you don't experience benefits. Now, is it worth the investment? That depends on your specific situation. If you're struggling with cognitive fog, creative blocks, or learning difficulties, and you've tried other approaches without success, the Genius Song might be worth exploring. The audio-based, non-invasive nature makes it low risk compared to many alternatives. If you do decide to try it, here are my recommendations for getting the most out of it. First, create a consistent routine. Pick a time each day and stick to it. Consistency appears to be the most important factor for results. Second, use quality headphones. The binaural effect requires stereo separation, so proper headphones deliver the intended experience better than speakers. Third, minimize distractions. Find a quiet space where you won't be interrupted during your 12-minute session. Fourth, be patient. Don't expect instant transformation. Give it at least a few weeks of daily practice before evaluating results. Fifth, pay attention to subtle changes. Improvements might manifest as slightly clearer thinking, small creative insights, or incremental learning improvements rather than dramatic transformations. In conclusion, the Genius Song represents an interesting approach to cognitive enhancement that aligns with established principles of brainwave entrainment. While not a magic solution, it offers a low-risk, non-invasive method that many users report benefits from. The key is managing expectations and committing to consistent practice. Like physical exercise for the body, mental exercise through audio stimulation appears to yield the best results with regular, dedicated practice. If you're curious and willing to invest 12 minutes daily for potential cognitive benefits, the Genius Song might be worth exploring. The money-back guarantee provides a safety net if it doesn't work for you. Remember, cognitive enhancement is multifaceted. The Genius Song could be part of a comprehensive approach that includes proper nutrition, regular exercise, adequate sleep, and ongoing learning. I hope this detailed breakdown has given you a comprehensive understanding of what the Genius Song is, how it works, and what to realistically expect. Whether it's right for you depends on your specific needs, expectations, and willingness to commit to daily practice. Thanks for watching this in-depth review. If you found it helpful, please like and subscribe for more honest, detailed product breakdowns. And if you have personal experiences with the Genius song,